probably another season at least. So we're going to see a shit ton of Mando, and we've liked Mando, and it's going to be a lot more heartbreaking when he dies. But it's more important to the story then, so I'm like, I'm all on board with that, but I think Mando's safe for now. The only way he's not safe now is if the actor changes and they just want to get rid of him quickly. Like some outside influence does it. But in terms of the writing, I don't think it's time for him to die yet. But it's coming, and I can't fucking wait, dude. I love that shit, dude. I want to see Grogu go to the dark side for even just a little bit, you know? Just put his toe in there, you know? Just snap when that happens. This would be awesome. Like, just what's a better story, you guys, for developing Grogu? That, or they grow old together on that farm and Mando just dies of old age? Like, whoop-de-fucking-do, bro. They got a happy life? What the fuck? That's Star Wars. You don't get a happy fucking life, dude. The fuck? It's not how you set up awesome characters that have crazy-ass power. You need the heartbreak in there. Grogu hasn't had the heartbreak yet. I guess you could say he lost the Jedi Temple back in the day and all his homies died, but he's too young. He don't know shit. Yeah, we need him to grow up a little bit so he can feel it a little more. Feel the sting. It's kind of sad when you think about it. You're kind of a sadistic bastard. You're like, let him grow up a little more so he can feel it more when his dad dies. Like, goddamn. But for the story, it makes more sense. And to me, that's when it would make sense for Luke and Ahsoka to take over next. But I have a feeling they're going to gloss over that part. Which means that might be Rey would be the one to do it, but I don't know how that makes sense, dude. Oh my god, baby Grogu's going crazy! Rey's like, don't worry, I got this, but that would, timeline-wise, doesn't really make sense, so. It probably will happen at some point in the Thrawn trilogy with Ahsoka and Luke, which would make sense to me. If anybody could rein them in, it would be the two guys who know what happens to a guy who goes to the dark side. It would be Luke and Ahsoka. Like, it would be the perfect fucking writing. You know, like, oh my god, we're having the same thing happen, dude. A super powerful dude has something negative happen, and it's going to pull him to the dark side. We can't let that happen again. Look what happened when Vader went to the dark side. So who are the two people that realistically make sense to stop that? It would be the two people who knew and were close. Well, I don't want to say Luke was close, but he's, you know, his son after all. It pretty much has to be Luke and Ahsoka. It would have to be. At least one of them. But I still think both of it would make more sense. Then ultimately Ahsoka will die in fighting Thrawn, probably at the very end. You know, and going out on a Ahsoka way, some badass sacrifice or some shit would be my guess. And then he would ultimately have to train with Luke a little more, and then for some reason he moves off and he avoids dying in Kylo's temper tantrum. And then Rey comes into the story. I know, you don't want to see it. I know, I agree, I don't want to see it either, but the way they're developing the story, it is moving down that road, but I mean, I know. It's kind of going to be the filler point of Grogu's story where we're like, bro, we just came off Luke and Ahsoka and Grogu going through some crazy shit. Now we're on to the Rey part. It sucks. I know. Like, maybe they'll have him get tempted again when Luke dies. But again, Luke's death sucked. He just kind of magically disappeared because he got tired. Like, some stupid ass shit. So it wasn't even like a cool moment where Grogu would really get tested there, but, you know. Death is a great way to advance stories and have it be impactful. You need some risk in this, man. So, if we want to place bets, I'm putting money that Mando is not having a nice death on that farm. All these dumb shits who love Mando Season 3, oh, they get to live happily ever after. Bitch, they ain't living happily ever after. They're going right into combat after this. And at some point, Mando gonna die. And your little baby gonna be crying a sad cry. He's gonna be so sad. And I'm gonna be loving it, bro. I'm gonna be that fucking sick bastard. That's like in Game of Thrones, the Red Wedding. You're either like, oh my god, this is so sad, or yes, kill them all. I was that one. I was the one, like, rooting, like, kill all these good guys, dude. That's how you tell a story, dude. Don't let these good guys magically win. We need that dark side part to thrive a little bit, you know? To help advance the story. And show that it's actually a threat, not just, don't worry, the good guys are gonna win, you guys. Like, sometimes sacrifices need to be made, and Mando will be one of them, I think. Towards the end, Ahsoka will be as well, but it doesn't really matter with Jedi as much, because, you know, they're just going to magically be a fucking Force ghost now. They never really technically die, but, you know. That's actually one reason I don't really like the Force ghost idea. Like, dang, he died? Shit, he dead, but now it's like, he died, oh, here he is. Hey, Luke, you're back already, bro? What? I thought you died. Obi, no, he's just taking a break. He's just not in a physical body now. Like shit like that, I don't really like. Like imagine Grogu finds out Luke dies and no, and then Luke just shows up. Hey, what's up, homie? Oh shit, you're still here, pretty much, and can do everything. Oh, well, that's not that impactful, is it? You know, like that's one reason I'm not the biggest fan of the Force Ghost shit, to be completely honest. But it works for the movies, but you know, personal preference, I kind of like it being. It makes death more impactful. They're not gonna magically just come back and be like, "Hi, I'm here still." Like, oh fuck, I thought we just had this whole thing of you dying, and now here you are again. I mean, there were already idiots saying that shit at the end of season 3 of Mando, though. Oh, they're gonna live happily ever after. The show's so good. Yeah. Like, dude, are you even watching the show? They literally just said they're going after Imperial dudes, Imperial remnants. I'm like, that is literally Thrawn, and in that arc, he is gonna die, bro. Like, are you even keeping up with the story, dude? Like, there is no living happily ever after. At best, you might get a scene of them there, and like, what do you call it? I'm sure there's a name, but where you like gloss over part of a story real quick, showing like, they settled down for a little bit, they lived there, they had some memories there, then they go off, and ultimately they're looking for Thrawn, you know, helping Ahsoka. And then there might be a scene where Grogu goes back to that farm after Mando's dead, and like, you know, just make it more sad. But I don't think they're going to be living there very long, happily ever after, let's put it that way. But who knows? It's also Disney. They're like, good idea? Nah, bro. We need Grogu to be G-A-Y so we can, like, tell a good story that's impactful to our young audience today and shit. Like, okay, well, there goes that good fucking writing. Bye! And then if we say we don't like it, oh, you don't like those people? Like, no, I just want good writing, and you keep refusing to give me it. Like, what the fuck, bro? And then the cycle will continue. So let's hope they don't do that one. Let's hope they go down the good route. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yeah, Luke's death, I couldn't stand that shit. That doesn't even make sense. It would have made more sense for him to go out fighting that whole army in Kylo. Even though I would still be like, well, why is Luke dying there? But it would be more impactful if he went out and actually saved people by risking his life. But now it's like, oh, he's tired and he's stronger in the Force now. Like, okay, whatever. Han had a better death, and then they fucked it up by having Han be in the next fucking show or episode or whatever, or movie, whatever you call it. I'm like, oh, him too? Fuck, dude. Maybe it's just a dream. I don't fucking know. It just like, it ruins the impact of the death when you then immediately see that character again. Like, oh, thought he was dead there, bro. Like, even Leia, wasn't Leia a Force Ghost at the end of the fucking, like, everybody a goddamn Force Ghost now, dude? I thought that shit was kind of rare now, everybody a fucking goddamn Force Ghost. Like, how this bitch a Force Ghost? We knew she was a Jedi for like 3 fucking seconds in school. They're like, oh, she got a Force Ghost too now. Alright, dude, what happened to Qui-Gon? Like, yo, dude, I learned some shit, bro. Yoda, you gotta see this crazy shit, bro. They're like, oh my god, you did? Now everybody a fucking goddamn Force Ghost. They don't even feel that special now. Like, weirdly enough, Ahsoka, I feel like, would be a perfect one to be a Force Ghost, but now they kind of, like, dimmed it down now, and I'm like, I don't know. But we already kind of know she is, because she talked at the end of The Rise of Skywalker, so. Could my jetpack just stop going down, please? For the love of God. For the love of Grogu, please stop.
I know what you're planning. Force my hand.
There'd be more of that.
Just business.
Merry Christmas, Ibrahim. Now imagine if they had brought Tech back at the end of this season. It wouldn't have been impactful at all if they brought him back, but luckily they didn't. Sometimes people need to die and then stay dead. You're trying to tell a good story.
Walker in range of the base. The first phase of our operation is complete. Now prepare an assault. Speeding up their evacuation, but we need to secure a staging ground.
You're a bad guy, but on my team, so we're
Take
good.
the enemy hangars. use all required firepower.
That's the crazy part, dude. I wouldn't even want a real lightsaber, dude. I would kill myself so quick with that thing, dude. Those things are too dangerous. Everybody's worried about guns being dangerous, bro. A lightsaber's so much more dangerous than that shit, dude. Just randomly drop that shit, dude. Like, oh my god, my leg's gone. Like, I barely even has to touch you. Like, a knife will cut you, but a lightsaber, if you drop it, it's going through you. Like, oh man. Everybody's like, oh, it'd be so cool to own one, but realistically, I would be scared as fuck to hold that thing. Like, one slip, dude. What if I decide to have a seizure for the first time in my life right now? Like, I'm fucked, dude. This thing's gonna land on it, I'm gonna be rolling all over it and shit. Like, I'd be like, oh, this thing's scary. Oh, we got stuck on the wall. Get up. Speaking of death being impactful and don't keep diminishing it, imagine if Gideon comes back in this movie, dude. That's the first thing I'm looking for in this movie. If I see Gideon, dude. I don't want to see him at all, but there may be a flashback I can overlook. But, like, if they even... Gideon's back... Oh, my God, dude. I'm going to be grumpy, dude. Like, that dude has already had so many chances as the villain, and they diminished a good character into a piece of shit. And they're going to bring him back, dude. I'm going to be pissed. I don't even do that shit, bro. Somehow Gideon's returned for the fourth fucking time, even though he kind of sucks now. But he's back.
Get behind me, move it in.
Yeah, but if Grogu dies, that makes the main focus on Rey, so I think that just immediately canceled out your idea. I don't think anybody wants Rey to be the main focus. Because they have developed Grogu to do everything, so it kind of not makes sense to do it when they've made so many moves to set that up and then just to counteract it. Only way Grogu dies is if they do something like that and the shows fail. Just get rid of them to make room for the new character, but sadly that character would be Rey, but maybe they'd be smart enough to cancel that too, but then we have a completely new character. Which would then mean we start the whole setup process all over again. So all this time is just kind of wasted with setting up characters we get rid of. So it really wouldn't be that good of a move. Which might mean Disney does it. They're like, wait, that's a bad idea? Let's do that one. Where are you going, Jump Trooper? She's worse at running than me, dude. Another Jump Trooper. Everybody a Jump Trooper. I'll see you later, Mike. I don't think crime's getting on.
I got point. Go in.
We're already complaining we don't even want to see Rey in this trilogy, and now we're gonna give her the main story character again? I don't know if we want to see that. I don't think that's gonna go over too well. I think if you put a poll right now, even with most fans, who do you want to be the main character of the new trilogy? Or not trilogy, but the main character going forward down the line. Rey or Grogu? I think most people are gonna vote for Grogu. Then you're going to have those other ones who just love the sequels and they want to defend it every opportunity they get. They're going, no, I think, you know, you're going to get those votes. But those guys, their opinions don't matter. They're stupid, so. Well, I think Rey would be good. All right, well, I'm already, like, zoning out. Like, oh, God, whatever he's going to say. Or she. We've seen so many male protagonists. Like, oh, here we go. Yep, there it is, bro. There it is. Like, you can already just hit mute after that. Like, you already know where that arc of the story is going. I don't need to hear that shit, because I know you're not making a good point. That's like as far as the Rey one's gonna go.
Squad, go.
I might vote for Rey. I'm like, because she's hot. The more we get to see of her, more I get to see of her, and the more my dick's happy. But, you know, they ain't gonna like that one. They're like, no, you can't do that one. Well, fuck, dude. I was trying to be on your side with voting with Rey, but you don't like my reasoning, so I guess I'll go with Grogu.
Finished fueling. Our mission is over.
Ow. Wow, look at this dark screen, dude.